to Oceanic Lunar Child, where we have love, light, and happiness on the channel. Today I will be reading Aries for the month of February since it just started. So if you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aries, this could apply to you. Take it as it resonates, and whatever does not fit, leave behind. Just a little recap. I do pick a card readings, spiritual readings, tarot readings, anything really spiritual. Check out the URL link in the description box below. It has the website, my blog with my partner called Crystallized Constellations. We also have an Etsy shop where you can purchase personalized readings as well as anything in regards to jewelry, customizable dream catchers, customizable spell jars, anything of that nature. So today I'll be just checking. So instead of doing each week of the month like I usually do, I'm just going to check the general energy, what opportunities to take on, as well as what things to avoid. Just analyzing the whole foundation as well. I'll be using one of these oracle decks, whichever one is calling to me, but I'm so happy I have my Aries in the house. Make sure to comment below, let me know how you're doing, and let me know if this resonates, okay? Aries, all you fire signs, you're so feisty. I feel it already. You're so feisty. Ace of Wands energy already, it just flew out as I was talking about it, and on the bottom is the Queen of Wands energy. So some of you might be taking on a new project, or you might feel like you're newly inspired to take on a project because you have this sense of drive and motivation. Oh wow, look, the Page of Wands flew out of the deck, that's why I went to go pick it up. Um, that's great. That's phenomenal. So you guys might really be exploring, expanding. Keep hearing adventure. So maybe like a new, fiery, passionate, driven adventure. Not necessarily sexual, but it could be something very driven and motivated. Okay. Let's see. So what is the energy for Aries for the month of February? Let's ask. What is the energy for the month of February for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, this is my new deck. It's the Light Series Tarot. Absolutely phenomenal. I love the illustration on it. Absolutely love it. I will be clarifying with a different tarot deck. I'm still deciding which one, but whatever spirit calls me to, I will pick up. The energy. Oh yeah. So you guys, it's the Ace of Pentacles. So you guys really are taking on a new project, a new endeavor, some sort of here. Let me move this down so you can see some sort of new project. And I see if you've been trying to manifest something into your reality, that's going to come in. I also have a sense of a new beginning with something in finance, career, or something materialistic for you guys, Aries. So keep watch. Now, the Six of Swords kept popping out. It was on the bottom of the deck. So I don't know if you guys are traveling or you're thinking of traveling, or at the very least, maybe even trying to get to calmer waters. Maybe you guys had some troubling um, situations recently that really mentally broke you down, and now you're going to turn the leaf, take a new, fresh start, and try to nurture yourself as much as possible now. Because we also have the Queen of Cups here, so she talks about being emotionally mature and knowing her emotions and being receptive. She kind of lives in her emotions, but uses it to guide her intuition, okay? We also have the Knight of Pentacles flew out, so I do see you guys might be going slow and steady with a career endeavor, maybe, or you're just exploring yourself outside of the realm of emotions. I do see, like, yes, that emotional stability, but I do also see taking on some sort of endeavor um, in regards to something very materialistic and earthy. So that may be a project, a career opportunity, even something as small as like, applying yourself more into everyday situations, something very mundane. It could be something like that as well. I also see Five of Pentacles, so this could be something that is seemingly uncomfortable, and it's something that might even be outside your comfort zone. I feel like um, you guys aren't used to the transforming stage of your life. You're usually living in the moment, but there's like almost like chaoticness around the sense of moving to calmer waters that you aren't necessarily used to. So that might be something as to why one, you're tapping into your intuition, two, you're going in slow with this Knight of Pentacles, and three, you feel kind of uncomfortable and left out in the cold. Um, But again, the total energy is the sense of something coming into your material realm, maybe a gift, an opportunity, or you just turning a new leaf so that something materialistic can formulate, if that makes sense. Like bring it out of your thoughts and put it into your reality. Let's see, what's crossing this? What might be crossing this? What is blocking me from taking this opportunity in February? It's funny that 5 cards fell out, because I knew this was, well, I knew this was the energy, but I also wasn't going to read, like I said, weekly. But now that I'm looking at it, it might be a weekly situation. So in the first week, you might have some traveling plans of February. You might travel distance. You might be traveling to a calmer place. You might be allowing your thoughts to go to a calmer place. And that's something that might be heavily significant in the idea of wanting to become more receptive with your emotions. I feel like maybe some of you blocked off your emotions and you were upset about it, maybe. That could also be something very significant here. But I do see maybe in the third week as well, I see maybe a career opportunity coming in February. I wasn't going to read it by the week, as you know, but I do see some sort of pattern here with the way they're laid out. I just laid them out like this just because I felt intuitively called to it. So, like I said, moving to calmer waters, being more intuitive in the second week, going in slow and steady, maybe even a career opportunity, maybe even, especially with the Ace of Pentacles, maybe even applying yourself to a career opportunity, applying to a career, something with an internship, something with school, education. It could be something like that as well. And by the end of the month, I do see you be stepping outside your comfort zone, and that financial opportunity that you're kind of looking for, that financial stability, is actually behind the door that's in front of you, but you're still left out in the cold that you feel afraid to go unlock it, okay? So something that's blocking this opportunity might be the idea that you kind of want to go fast. We also had the Star card fall out. So with the Eight of Wands and the Star card, again, a lot of like earthy energy is here, earth and water, I'm sensing. So you guys might be dealing with a lot of emotions or thoughts, but something that's blocking the Ace of Pentacles is the Star card here. The Star card talks about a renewed sense of hope, okay? Kind of calling, answering the call to your destiny almost as well. I do see that in this card, this specific illustration. And with the Eight of Wands right behind it, I do see that there's a sense of swiftness and you want things to go kind of quick and fast. Like I feel like you're so driven and so motivated with this new sense of hope that you want this career opportunity to take on something in your reality, because the back of the deck energy, something that you're not necessarily looking at, is you want the justice to be laid out, you want the scales to be balanced. So that's why you probably went on the more optimistic, listening to the call of my soul, of the universe, of what God's telling me, what my spirit guides are telling me. That sort of energy of like listening, I feel like is very significant here. And you just want it to go fast towards that direction, because now that you see the light of the hope that you can have, kind of like that North Star energy, you're just more driven to go faster and faster and faster towards that path. Um, but that might be something that's blocking this opportunity, because the best things in life usually come with patience and it has to be slow and steady. So yes, you should be driven, and yes, I'm sure you want it to happen as fast as possible, but just keep in mind, sometimes like slow and steady is the best thing to do, because it might leave you feeling left out in the cold if you do it kind of too fast. I'm not saying don't go to a better mental place and don't like, I'm not saying don't do any of that, like any of the things that I mentioned up here between the emotional or mental travel, the emotional receptivity, the slow and steady, applying yourself, like do all of that. Just know that it's a slow process, and this is analyzing the month. So it's going to be a slow process, but it's going to be worth it in the end. It's going to be something that might be somewhat uncomfortable by the end of the month, because you wanted it to be the Ten of Pentacles per se. So you wanted it to be something that's like long-term stable and long-term commitment, right? Whether this is romance, career, whatever this may be. Aries, I do see that maybe taking the new leaf was a good idea, but don't rush things, because divine intervention is always at hand. So don't make things go too fast. I know you're focused on wanting to balance the scales and making justice be served, but at the end of the day, you do have to go like slow and easy. And Aries, honestly, you Aries, I'm not down talking to you guys and actually really appreciative of you guys because you all are about like that fast pace, that very passionate, motivated, once I'm driven and I'm doing it energy. And that's so beautiful because some people don't have that and they can't live out their dreams. So I feel like you guys just want to honestly live out your dreams with that star card as well. But just remember that things are meant to go slow and steady for you because you just turned a new leaf. Like you're just getting into the new year. It's like a fresh month as well. So like don't overthink it and don't force it too much. Just go nice and easy, be receptive with your emotions and your thoughts, and make sure to apply yourself as well. Don't apply yourself so much where you're taking on so many obstacles at once, but rather apply yourself in the very earthy, very grounded, very centered in yourself way. And what I mean by centered is make sure you're doing it for self satisfaction and you're not doing it because of a result, if that makes sense. Let's see. So these are the weeks and slash background information because I do sense there's some background information within this. And we have the blocks here and we have what the energy is. So I'm just going to check what the overall outcome will be for the month, okay? What is the overall outcome for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is the overall outcome? Spirit, what's the overall outcome for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Oh, see, 10 of Wands. I told you guys about that heavy burden energy before, and don't like, this is what I was thinking of when I said it. You don't want to overburden yourself with so much stuff that you feel like you can't take it on. Like it's going to be a very like long journey and you have to go all the way up the mountain and it seems like almost impossible or it seems like so much energy and work and you feel like you already put so much in already. I see that with the 6 of Swords. You put in so much energy into other things and people left you behind, but it's a sense of feeling balanced within yourself and going forward is a key factor here. So it's not the fact that you have to exert your energy all the time and be dominant all the time with wanting to take action in the divine masculine aspect, right? But rather enjoy the divine feminine aspect of being receptive and taking in what you can take in, whether that's information, opportunities, or even simply wisdom that is just inside you, that you know you're going in the right direction. That simple positivity is something that will push you all the way up that mountain, okay? So don't overburden yourself. Make sure you're going at a nice and easy pace for yourself. Don't take on too many obstacles or too many tasks at once because you don't want to end up overburdening yourself and then getting burnt out to the point where you don't have any spark to finish the project anymore, okay? And we also have the 10 of Swords on the bottom. So I feel like if you're leaving something behind, if you feel like you're leaving a thought process, maybe even you might have felt restricted in the past, or you just felt like you couldn't do anything, or you did all you could and you were burnt out, like that energy of the past. And I see you might have let that go, but you might fall back into that state of mind if you take on so many things at once to the point where you'll burn yourself out again. Like instead of like a mental burnout, it's going to be a fiery determination burnout. So you might not feel determined anymore after that, okay? Um, I want to pull some oracle cards for you guys. Let me check. I'm being drawn to the Angels and Ancestors oracle deck. So, Angels and Ancestors oracle deck is great for contacting your angels, your ancestors, obviously, Mother Gaia, Father in the Sky, just the ancient civilizations and their belief systems, even to the point of more modern day things, as well as the angels around you, okay? So let's see, what's some advice do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What's some advice we have? I'm also going to pull a card from Spirit Animal Oracle, sorry, by Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to pull that as well. What do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What advice do we have? Spirit, what advice do you have for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aries, those who decided to click on this video and decided to watch my channel. What do we have? What do we have for the month of February? My headphones just made a buzzing sound. Like, you know the staticky sound? Like on a TV, like on an old TV, let's say like in a horror movie, like the TV goes static and like, let's say a demon or like a spirit pops out. That's what it did. It just did that. And I've never heard that ever while doing a reading. Wow. Okay. So bask in the joy and light. Summer, bee. So maybe you feel like a queen bee. I don't know. Spirit wanted me to pull this card for some reason. Just bask in the joy and light. I feel like if you live in the light and the happiness and the optimism and you try to embrace that, I feel as though you'll understand why all your effort and all your energy is properly being used and why you're going so slow for a reason. You know, like you might be so driven you want it to go fast, but I see that maybe that sense of just being happy with your results and being happy with like what can come and what you feel like the optimism and seeing the potential and everything. I feel like that's going to be a key factor here for you guys. Yeah, most certainly. I can't even, without a doubt. Oh my gosh. On the back of the deck, Fire Guardian. You guys are Aries. Aries are ruled by fire, the element fire. So Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. So you guys are ignited. So just make sure that sense of passion and energy that you have already for whatever project you're trying to bring into your reality, whatever new leaf you're turning, right? Make sure you're just living in love and light and happiness, which is ironic because that's what I always say. Enjoy. Make sure you're happy while doing it. Do things that are going to make you happy and make you feel optimistic about the situation and see the potential for the beauty of the situation. Also, summer is a very relaxed like card to me. It's very like laid back, but not laid back like I'm not going to do anything. It's laid back as in like you're not going to let the troublesome things bother you, but you're going to keep going, if that makes sense. You're not going to stop, but you're not going to let the bad things get to you. Let's see what the spirit animal oracle has to say. Spirit for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What advice do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February for their situation here? Let's see. Onto this card. Let's see. Panther Spirit. So maybe you're reclaiming your power. You might resonate with the number 44 or the number 8 in some way, or the number 4. Or you might be seeing the number 44, but Panther Spirit talks about reclaiming your power. So maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe that's why you're moving to emotionally better waters and you found this sense of hope. Because you realize that you want things to go fast, yes, but in the past you went through so much pain and so much loss and people left you behind and whatnot. But now is a time where you feel like you have to reclaim your power, and the only way you're going to do it is by applying yourself into situations that you've been dreaming to do, or in situations that are going to keep you active and like that fuel your determination and your sense of needing to get things done. Okay, so I definitely see there that you're trying to reclaim your power. It's so strong. Let me pull another. Let it shine. This is kind of what I was going for too with the optimism. So you are shining your light onto this world, and I feel as though you finally have come into your power in the aspect of not just reclaiming it, but also seeing your own value. Because maybe you felt you lost your value of how you saw things in the past, but it's the acknowledgement of your own current power that's going to be significant. And again, 4 and 6 adds up to 10, which we see 2 10s here. So you are coming into this stage of completion, or you did recently come into a stage of completion. So Aries, I do see that you just need to live in the light, live in the happiness. I see you're reclaiming your power. I see that you're shining, and honestly, it looks like a really good month for you, okay? I just want to clarify this one, 5 of Pentacles, and then we'll wrap up the reading. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite Tara. Oh, look. Look. I cut the deck and the Fool's on the bottom. That's the type of optimism I was talking about. That Fool energy. Let's see. What is this 5 of Pentacles about? What is this 5 of Pentacles about? take on a flyer. Okay, yeah, it might really be something with career, I see. You guys might be really focusing on career with this King of Pentacles energy that was on the bottom of the deck. You really might be focusing on your projects and your material realm things, if that makes sense, like things you want to bring into your 3D reality, like I was saying before. But the card I got that flew out is the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles talks about going with the flow, and it talks about just juggling, so a sense of juggling. So maybe you guys, by the end of the month, you'll feel like you're juggling two different things at once, and it might be something that you're not used to or you're uncomfortable with, but you know that you have to go with the flow, and that's something that you just have to keep in mind. So just keep that in mind, that going with the flow is such a positive thing, and it will allow you to get done whatever you have to get done, and you'll see. Like, you will see by the end of the month why exactly you had to go slow and why exactly you have to apply yourself in a very stabilized, grounded, centered way. Okay? So I really hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to check out my Etsy shop with my business, Crystallized Constellations, with my partner, Silver Lining. We are doing spell jars, like I said, dream catchers. Hit us up for personal readings. We are doing those too. They are personalized and sent either through DM on Instagram, or I can email you like a video of your cards and your reading. So just let me know how you want it, and let me know when you want it and all that stuff and what you want it to be based on, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. So I really hope this resonated. Watch out and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell just to see what exactly I'm posting these days. I do pick a card readings now more frequently because I have more time to do so. So definitely hit me up, and I'll see you next time, Aries.